my dear friends. Thank you so much for being here with me today. My name is Elnura Kuldaeva, and I am a self-taught watercolor artist. If you have joined me before, you know how much I love sharing the beauty of nature and the stories that unfold when we simply let ourselves be present in the moment. And today, I'd love for you to experience with me how a simple wrong turn led to the discovery of wild daisies along the Pacific coast. As you continue to enjoy the glimpses of that day, I hope you feel inspired to relax and settle in. Maybe you've set out your paints to join me, or perhaps you're just here to watch the story unfold and let the colors and scenery wash you over. As always, I'll be guiding you step by step and doing my best to describe each technique as we go. And for your convenience, I've added captions throughout the video so you can follow along at your own pace. All the supplies I'm using today are listed in the video description below, so feel free to check there. Or if you want to use your own variations of art supplies, please do so. And if you have any questions or just want to share your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comment section below. And in just a few moments, I'll let you enjoy the process and I'll guide you with silent narrations, so you can really soak in the feeling. And if you are following along, I want to mention that when I sketch, I'm really just trying to capture the overall impression, a feeling of the place. Please feel free to do the same with your own painting. Let your own creativity guide you, and let's welcome beautiful, warm summer together, imagining all the sunshine, the joyful laughter, and the sweet fragrances of fruits and flowers that await us.
Side by side we sway there in all the colors. Summer love, lonesome dove, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love. Stop giving back. Honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some stuff like that. Talk to me and tell me all that you've seen, all the colors. Summer love, memories washed in every shade of green and all the colors. Summer love. Riverday canoe, bathing in the turquoise blue, losing track of time with you. Another peach pie sunset view, sleeping in the afternoon. No place to be and nothing to prove. That's sure something I could use. A cure for the air-conditioned blues. Good to use some too. A little bit of sunlight.
I don't know. Do you like it here? You like it here? Baby! Oh my gosh! Oh no! Dear friends, let's take a moment to reflect on what we have done so far. We began by finishing our sketch and then carefully applied masking gum to the areas we want to protect from paint. Once the masking gum was dry, we moved on to our first wash. For the sky, I've used wet on wet technique. First pre-wetting the sky area with clear water, then brushing in cobalt blue with a touch of cerulean. Using sweeping strokes to create the feeling of morning mist hanging across the sky. Along the coast, the sky often has this hazy blue hue in the mornings because of the extra moisture in the air. Next, I loaded my brush with ultramarine blue and swept it across the top of the sky to create a sense of distance. I then gradually moved the color down, blending in yellow ochre and following with rose madder genuine, making sure the transitions were soft and seamless. And while the first wash is still wet and active, I work on building a range of values and introducing more saturated greens by mixing Hooker's green with burnt sienna. And when I want a cooler green, I gently add ultramarine, and for a clearer, warmer green, I mix raw amber. You'll notice I vary the greens as I move from top to bottom, adjusting the mixtures to create depth and interest. You can keep working with this wash until you sense the paper is starting to lose its sheen. And if you no longer see it, that's your cue to stop and let the paper dry completely before continuing. Dear friends, before we move further into painting, I want to share how I found myself on this coastal road in the first place. My day actually began with a completely different intention. I was on my way to Stanford for routine lab work, taking my usual route along Highway 280. But after a serious accident stalled the highway, I was diverted into Highway 84. I missed my intended exit, and with the road so narrow and winding, turning back wasn't an option. In that moment, I decided to simply let go of my original plan and see where this unexpected path would lead me. That detour brought me all the way to San Gregorio, where I stumbled upon a breathtaking patch of wild daisies and grasses along the road. This unplanned discovery became the inspiration for today's painting. This event reminded me that sometimes when I allow myself to follow the unexpected, I find beauty and inspiration I never could have planned for. And I'm deeply grateful to be here with you today, painting these wild daisies in the beautiful old tree, its branches draped with lichen, standing quietly above the grasses. There's something about this place, the way the wildflowers cluster beneath the tree, the soft green of the lichen catching the coastal light, that feels like a gentle reminder to slow down and simply notice what's around us. Lately, I've been trying to practice the art of letting go, allowing myself to release expectations and just see what unfolds, both in painting and in life. It isn't always easy. I often find myself wanting to plan everything, but moments like this, ending up somewhere unexpected, discovering beauty I never set out to find, teach me that there is quiet magic in surrendering to the unknown. As I paint, I remind myself to stay open, to let the brush wander, to welcome the surprises that happen when water and color meet on the page. Dear friends, as I painted silently for the past few minutes, I found myself reflecting on how much I love painting using watercolors. And many of you have asked me about my brushes. I often reach for Yasutomo all-purpose calligraphy brushes because they are affordable, hold so much water, and seem to last for a long time. I love their playfulness, and sometimes they have mind of their own, which I actually enjoy. I also use size 2 liner brush and a small round brushes, but honestly, I feel I could paint with just about anything if I had to. Painting itself is what brings me so much joy and comfort, even during the hardest moments in my life. I am deeply grateful for this community we've built here together, where we can share, listen, and support each other through whatever life brings. My hope is that today's story and painting have touched you in any way, or maybe even inspired you to reach for your own art supplies and start creating. And if you're just beginning, I know this scene might look daunting or even impossible. I remember feeling that way myself, starting from zero, doubting I'd ever be able to paint with watercolors. But I kept coming back to it, and I still do. Practice and genuine love for this medium will take you to places you can't even imagine. All you need is to keep going and believe in yourself. I feel like my own discoveries often come not from forcing my way forward, but from releasing my grip and allowing my life to guide me. And I think the same goes for our creative paths. Let them unfold naturally, and let yourself bloom where you land, even if it's not where you expect it to be. The world needs your art, your unique voice, your perspective, your courage to create. Please allow yourself to experiment, to play, and to grow at your own pace. Trust that your creative journey will take you exactly where you need to be. My dear friends, thank you for spending this time with me, sharing in this quiet joy of creating and discovering beauty in unexpected places. May you carry a sense of peace and gentle inspiration with you wherever your path leads next. I'm sending you love and wishing you many moments of creative bloom. I love you all, and I will see you again very soon.